Hey everyone, and welcome to Firmly Planted Wellness Live. My name is Lissa Figgins, and I am so excited to get to introduce you to my special guest today. But if this is the first time that we are meeting, my passion is to help women prioritize their wellness with a simple plan so that you can look, feel, and give your best. And today I have with me Rachel Wesley. Now, you got to know this. Rachel is a mama of 5. So right there, that qualifies her to talk about anything related to kids. But what she specializes in is helping kids to fall asleep. Because in her own life, and you'll hear more about this in just a minute, she really understood what sleep deprivation was with little ones around. And when she found some resources and answers for herself, she decided that she wanted to share this with others who were also experiencing this. So whether you have little ones at home, you know someone who has little ones at home, or maybe you're in that grandparent stage and those little ones are starting to be around again, this is super important information, and I hope you'll listen in and share it with others. So Rachel, thank you so much for joining us today. Tell us a little bit more about how you serve others in this area, and I'm really curious about what inspired that.
Okay, so thank you so much for having me. This is such a great opportunity. So what I do is I'm a certified sleep consultant. And so what that means is I help parents teach their little ones how to fall asleep independently. So kind of what that looks like is I get a lot of questions saying, don't they just know how to do this? Like, don't they know? Okay, so they know how to sleep, but falling asleep independently is a skill that they need to be taught. And so I'll kind of give you a little bit of an idea of what that looks like. So when moms come to me, and it's usually the moms that reach out, they are so sleep deprived. So whether their baby is new or their baby is 4, they do anything they can at the time to get their baby to sleep. So via rocking to sleep, nursing to sleep, co-sleeping, all of the above, they finally get to the point where they've had enough. They can't do it anymore. The babies are cranky, they're cranky. So that's where I come in. So
oh my goodness. I bet you were like a breath of fresh air, because I remember those nights when, I was awoken from my deep sleep. And as a mom, you want to, be there for your kids and do what you can. But I love your whole idea of teaching them independence, because isn't that the goal of everything we do as parents, right? We don't want them to be dependent on us for the rest of their life. And sleep is one of those areas I don't think many of us have really thought about there being skills that we need to teach them. So dive in a little bit more about that.
Okay, I lost you there for a minute, Lisa, but I'll keep going. So basically what the
Yep, we're
process
good.
is, oh, we're okay now? Okay, so what the process is I work with them. So I ask them a bunch of questions of what's been going on up to the point that they contacted me. And then what I do is I get a history, and then oh my goodness, I just totally lost my train of thought. Oh, Lisa, I lost you.
Next step for them, or something that you would maybe help them get started with.
I lost you, Lisa.
Okay, we're good.
We're okay now? Okay.
Yeah.
So then we create a plan based on the history that I take. So that's going over the different methods that they're comfortable with. And then once we do that, it's basically up to the parents to decide when they want to execute it. And then I basically stand by and support them. So do daily check-ins, every single day, several times a day if they need it, to 2 to 3 weeks. And then after that, they usually, some babies don't take that long and others take the full 3 weeks. But
wow. So in 2 to 3 weeks, you can teach your child to independently put themselves to sleep.
Absolutely. Sometimes even less time.
Wow. Because I find that so many parents, I mean, like you said, their kids are 2, 3, and 4 years old, and they're still having to lay with them at night, having to do, all these different things to try to get them to go to sleep. So if somebody's listening right now and they're saying, okay, this is me, my child does not know how to sleep independently, and I do not want to stay here for years and years. And wow, what might be a couple of tips, a couple of things people can start thinking about or doing that would move them in the right direction?
You're talking about like when they decided to teach their little one this skill, there's 5 simple steps. So make sure that you are mentally ready, you as parents mentally ready.
Mm-hmm.
Once you are, make a plan and stick to it. So don't cave after 2 days. Oh, it's not working. They're crying so much. They're going to protest because you're changing things up to what they're used to. So just really stick with it. 3, please get your partner involved. That is a huge step. You're going to need the help.
Yes, yes.
And number 4, probably one of the most important is try to relax, because you are teaching your baby the best skill they will probably learn their entire life.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. And this can actually be such a very stressful thing, right? And then,
Yes.
we don't want those battles every night over bedtime and,
No.
and feeling like this is always a struggle and always a battle. Bedtime should be a fun thing, a way that we can connect and then let them independently go to sleep. And then we as parents, I know me, I need that time in the evening, right? After my kids have gone to bed, that I can just unwind, I can catch up from the day, just spend time with my husband and do the things that I need to do. And, it just, because I'm in the health and wellness field, I know one of the things that, I talk about is sleep is so important, right? I'm sure it affects the baby, but it also affects the parents. So when a child is not getting the right kind of sleep that they need, how does that affect them and their body, their health, that type of thing?
Well, it affects hugely their brain development, their growth. If your baby is not sleeping well, their growth patterns could be very slow to meet the milestones. Working memory, attention span, focus, just cranky, their behavior. It just affects, it's a snowballing effect. And, once you find that, I've had a lot of clients come and tell me that once their child even has been sleeping 2 nights, they're like, this is a different kid. My child is a different kid. It's, they're happy to be around. And actually it brings a joy back into motherhood.
Right. And I'm sure the mom feels like they're a whole new person, right? I remember those mornings when I would woke up and realized, oh, my baby didn't wake up last night. Like, I slept all night, and how good that felt, to get that. And sleep is so key, especially as, like you said, brain development and things like that. But it helps even with things like metabolism and just our clarity and our focus and being able to think and make decisions in our day. I know when I'm foggy brained and tired, there's no telling what's going to go in my mouth and what things I'm going to decide to do in the day. So this is about, the whole family being healthy. And I think that that's fantastic. So I know that you could share tips and helpful information all day long. And there's probably people who are listening right now, again, saying, yes, I need to be working on this and would love to get in and just start learning from you. So what do you have to offer our audience? How can they get in touch with you to learn more?
Okay, so all they have to do is visit my website. So www.sleepeasybaby.com. You can email, there's a phone number that you can call. And on the very front page, scroll right down to the very bottom. You can subscribe to the 5 tips to getting your baby sleeping through the night free download.
Oh, perfect. Wow. So if you are feeling the need for this, or someone who might need this, you guys go over there, check that out. I'll have her put the link down in the comments so you can link directly to that. And, it's so important how we take care of ourselves, whether it's our sleep, whether it's our food, whether it's our exercise, right? Just having healthy habits in our day is really important. So today I'm going to be offering my free healthy day guide, which is, just tips for a healthy day. That's going to include things that like sleep, but it's also going to include other routines and choices that we're making. So I will go ahead and put that link down in the comments as well, and encourage you guys to grab those and to take advantage of them and learn from them. So thank you so much, Rachel, for being on today. I love what you are doing and the difference this can make in the lives of so many families. And I'm excited about all us today, and we will see you next time on Firmly Planted Wellness Live. Take care.